What's up? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can take apart and replace the glass screen assembly on your Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let's go. Welcome back to the video. My name's Sergio, and in this channel, I make life-saving tech videos. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell while you're down there. All right, let's jump right into it. So I'm going to show you how you can replace the screen. Maybe you cracked it and it's broken. Maybe you can't see nothing else on the screen. So you're going to want to replace your screen. So I'm going to show you how you can easily take it apart so that we can replace the screen. All right, let's jump right into it. So we are going to be needing a couple different tools. This exact tool set is going to be linked down below in the description. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to power off the iPhone, and we're going to need to give it a little bit of heat on the screen. You can either use a hair dryer or a heat gun and pass it around the sides here, because it does have adhesive all around the sides holding the screen down. So I actually use a hot plate, so I'm going to set it to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so I'm just going to set it on here for about 2 to 3 minutes. So this heating step is not required, but I'm only using it because I don't want to break the screen on the iPhone. I want to remove it carefully. But if your screen is already broken and cracked, you can skip the heating step. So for this next step, I'm going to be using gloves since I did heat up the iPhone and it's going to be super hot. All right, so I'm going to put this glove on so I don't burn my hands. And we're going to go ahead and grab the iPhone. So for the next step is we're going to need to remove the 2 pentalobe screws at the bottom of the iPhone. Okay, once the 2 screws are removed, we're going to go ahead and place a suction cup towards the bottom of the screen. Okay, and then we're just going to lift up gently on it until we notice the screen lift up from the metal frame slightly. Okay, once you see that it starts lifting up slightly, we're going to go ahead and place a prying tool in there. Okay, you're not going to want to push it in all the way because you could damage the inside of the phone. So you're just going to put it in just slightly. Okay, I'm going to give it some more heat so that the adhesive can loosen up some more. All right, let's try that one more time now that it's heated again. So once you see that it starts lifting up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and stick the prying tool in there. All right, there you go. So as you can see, it's lifting up a little bit more now. Now we can give it some pressure here. Okay, and then as soon as you have the chance, stick another prying tool in there just to leave it open. So now that we have this prying tool in here, now we can go around all of the sides of the phone with the other prying tool. Okay, let's try going down this side now. Okay, now we have some more space, so we can place another prying tool up here. Okay, so we went down the entire this side of the phone. Now we're gonna do the same thing on this side with the plastic prying tool. And as you can see, I'm only sticking in the tip just slightly. You don't want to stick it in too much because there are cables in there and you don't want to cut them. All right, so once you have both sides removed, we can now remove the suction cup. And just remember, the cables that connect the screen to the motherboard of the iPhone 16 Pro Max are going to be here on the left-hand side. So we're going to want to open it up this way. All right, so let's just continue removing the leftover adhesive over here on the top portion of the phone. All right, there you go. So all of the adhesive at the top was removed. Went around it very carefully with this plastic prying tool. And, that's how you separate the screen from the phone assembly. So as you can see, here we have 2 cables. So we have these cables here, and this is for the display. And we have this cable here, and this is for the top sensors up here. All right, so for the next step, we're going to be using a tri-tip screwdriver. It's going to come in the little toolbox as well. And we're going to be removing this screw here. Put it somewhere carefully so that you remember where that screw is. And then once we remove it, we can go ahead and remove the metal bracket holding down the flex cable. Okay, then we're going to remove the other tri-tip screw up here, holding down the second metal bracket. And once again, remove the metal bracket. All right, once you have those 2 metal brackets removed, we can go ahead and disconnect the flex cables. Okay, once you disconnect the flex cables, you're good to go. You can separate the screen assembly completely from the iPhone 16 Pro Max. All right, so the next thing that we need to do in order to replace the screen is we're going to need to remove this sensor flex cable so that we can put it on the new screen. So we're going to need to remove another tri-tip screw right here. Okay, remove the bracket. Okay, so we're going to first gently go ahead and peel up on this flex cable. Okay, it's gonna be glued down, so lift up on it carefully like this from right here, and then pull up on it with both fingers firmly so that you don't rip the cable. Okay, peel it up gently. Okay, and there you go. So I have peeled it off carefully, and it's still good like that. And so now we're gonna go ahead and lift up on the sensor. As you can see, I lifted up on it right there and pull it off gently with both fingers. There you go. So as you can see, this is the sensor flex cable. All right, so when you're ready to replace the new screen, I'm also gonna have a link to the iPhone 16 Pro Max screen linked down below in the description. And once you receive it, it's gonna look just like this. Okay, it's gonna just be the screen assembly like this, and we're just gonna put it back together the same way we took it apart. So first we're gonna place the sensor flex cable back on. So we're gonna position the sensor first right here like this. Okay, we're gonna push down on the flex cable so that it glues back to the frame. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and place the little bracket back on, and then place the tri-tip screw back on. Once you have the sensor secured in place, we can now connect the screen assembly back onto the motherboard of the phone. Okay, so we're gonna position the flex cable above the connector and then press down on it once you feel it's properly aligned, and you should feel a clicking sensation. Once you feel it click, that means it has connected. And we're gonna do the same thing for the top cable here as well. Okay, if you need help pushing it down, you can use the plastic prying tool to make sure it's properly connected. And once it's completely connected, then we're gonna go ahead and place the metal brackets back on to hold them in place. Place the tri-tip screws back on, and the same for the display flex cable. Once the flex cables and the brackets are on, we can go ahead and close the screen now. So we're gonna go ahead and close it the same way we took it apart. We're gonna place the top part in first. We're gonna push it down, and then we're gonna push up on the sides all the way to the bottom of the phone, which is over here. Okay, just push it down to make sure that the adhesive sticks back on to the frame of the phone. And then finally, we're gonna place the 2 pentalobe screws back on the bottom portion of the phone. All right, and there you go. The screen replacement is now done. All right, everyone, so that is how you replace the screen assembly on your Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max. Go ahead and destroy that like button if this video helped you. Comment down below and let me know. And if you want an epic custom wooden phone case for your phone like these, check out the links down below in the description. And that's all for this video. I'll catch you in the next one. As always, peace.